A very good morning to all of you class 5. Welcome back to the English class. Today is 18th June and today is Thursday. We will do little revision of email writing and story writing, which I taught you in the last class. I told you the format, so we are going to do a revision of email writing and story writing. Children, email writing is very important because in modern world we must know how to write email correctly and efficiently. Okay, when you grow up, you are the most of the correspondence you are going to do through emails. Right now you may not have email accounts, but when you grow up, you will have to create your email account through which you can send emails and you can receive emails. So you must know how to write an email writing. Okay, then story writing. Story writing, it is a creative activity. It helps you to bring out your imagination in writing. It helps you to express your imagination. It helps you to bring out the creative side of your personality, because nobody can tell you what to write in a story. It is your imagination. You can write a story on anything, on any topic, and your story is like a small world of your imagination in which all the characters are made by you. All the characters are created by you. What they will do, how do they look like, or what is the story, everything is created. So it is your creation. Okay, so story writing, it helps you to bring out the creative side of your personality, your mind, and it helps you to develop imagination, and it helps you to express more. So story writing is creative activity you all must do. And during this lockdown, when the schools are not open, you cannot go out, story writing is very, very good habit you all can cultivate. Okay, you all can have. Then we are going to start with a new lesson from IMAX Reader. Lesson number 4. The name of the lesson is 3 questions. Today, after this video, I will send you an audio recording of the lesson reading. Okay, so you can read the lesson with me. You listen to the audio recording first and listen carefully how I pronounce the words. Then you also do the recording. Okay, so the learning objective today would be learn how to write email and story writing. And we will have some fun with tongue twisters. Okay, and we will practice a reading skill. I will tell you what is a tongue twister as and when we reach. Okay, so children, this is the format of electronic mail, which is the full form of email. Many of you say email, but many don't know what is the full form of email. It means electronic mail, because this correspondence is done on internet, right? It is not done, the letters are not posted. The postman doesn't take the letter and give it to the recipient. It is done electronically. So that is why this it is called electronic mail. Then this is the format. The first you will write is to the recipient, the email address of the person you are writing email to. Okay, and always remember, in email address you will have this @ means, children, and then you see this @gmail.com. so gmail.com is one platform in which you can create email. There are many other such platforms like Yahoo, Rediff. Okay, Yahoo, Rediff, Gmail, these are very commonly used. Okay, Yahoo Yahoo is one. Then what do you call, Rediff is one. MSN is also there. So there are many email platform many platform on which, electronic platform on which you can create your email ID. And you can send email to anybody who has email address. You need email address to whosoever you want to send an email. Then do you see this, children? Here there is a small, let me help you with a pen. Yes. Do you see this? It's written CCBCC. Yes. CC means copy to. Okay, copy to. Suppose I want to send the same email to another friend. Okay, so in CC there is one more option given where you can write the email address of the another friend. So both of them will receive your emails. Suppose you want to send another copy, let us say to Shanti, shanti123@gmail.com. So in the space where there is a CC provided, there is one more row would do. There will be one more row here which will written here. It will be written CC, and here you can write the email address of whosoever you want this email to be received. That means a copy of the email will also go to the person whose address is given in CC, means copy to. Okay, then BCC means blind copy. Okay, it means here the same email will go to, if you write anybody's email address in BCC, same email will go to the to that person, but the people whose address is given in here and in CC, they will not get to know that you have sent this mail to one more person whose email ID is given in BCC. But don't worry, children, this is all official. Okay, this is, you can use this all in official email writing, which is not included in your module 4 right now. So as and when we reach, I will explain this one also. Okay, this is only in official email. We don't use CC or BCC in personal email. Okay, all right. Now this is a second is a subject, a short subject. Then comes the greetings, then the body of the email, then we give a small conclusion, and we write our name. Everything is written on the left hand side of email, left hand side. Okay, then this is the steps we should follow when we are writing a story. First we should think of a title. Okay, we should write the title first. When you write a story, suppose you are thinking, what is a story? You want to write a story about, let us say you want to write a story about a king and a wise king. Okay, so the title, you have the idea, the title is ready, wise king, right? And you will imagine what kind of a wise king he is, how is his kingdom, how does he rule his kingdom, how does he show he is wise, is he kind or is he cruel. So all this will be in the body of your letter, right? So the first thing is the title. Then in the beginning you will introduce, once upon a time there was a king who was very wise and kind, right? He ruled his kingdom with love and care for his people, right? That comes the beginning of the story. And then in the body, one day a big monster attacked his kingdom. So, and then that will develop, you will develop your story here. Okay, you can also write this, the king had 5 princes who were very strong and mighty. So that's how you will develop your story here. And in the conclusion, what will you do? How did the story ended? You say that the king and his mighty sons, they killed the monster and saved their kingdom, right? So that could be the conclusion. Okay, and then the last would be the moral, in which you will say the moral of the story is that we should be united. Okay, united we stand, divided we fall, something like that. You can give a moral. So this is just an idea I'm giving you. Okay, but your story, the steps you should follow in story writing is this. Okay, next what we have is, this is your exercise 4. Write an email to your cousin about a hobby you picked up during the winter break. You can use the following hints to write the email. So we are going to do this particular exercise, email writing. The hints: you have to write the email address of the receiver, write the subject line of the email, write about the hobby that you have picked up. You have to write who inspired to take you up this hobby, and greet and sign off appropriately. Appropriate means correctly. Okay. So this is the email writing we will do, and this is on the page number in your workbook. Let me check your page number. This is on page number 57. Okay. Then on page number 59 you have story writing exercise number 5. Write a story about an exciting adventure that you had on your school picnic. Use the hints given below. Give the story a suitable title. Add a moral if you think your story has one. Okay, so it says that it is not necessary that all the stories will have a moral, but it is always good to have a moral in your story. So it says add a moral if you think your story has one. So I am fine if you don't have a moral in the story. It is absolutely fine. Okay, but if you have, very well and good. So how are you going to write the stories? You will write where was your class going, because you have to write a story about an exciting adventure that you had on your school picnic. Okay, so it is going to be adventure story. So you will write where was the school going, class going. You might be going, you can say you went to a zoo on your school picnic, or you can say you went on an animal safari on your school picnic. You can write anything. It is not necessary that you have to write that you went only on a school picnic to zoo. Anything you want. Use your imagination. Then we will write what was the unexpected exciting adventure. So you have to write something unexpected which happened. Okay, suppose you all went to animal safari, and then you can say that your jeep broke down. Okay, you can say you went to Kaziranga on your school picnic, and say on the way the car broke down and you were stuck. So you have to add something unexpected, exciting which happened during your picnic. Then how did it end? Who helped you? And how did you feel about it? Okay, so this is what you can start your story. Maybe right, you can say our class was very excited and ready to go on our annual school picnic to Kaziranga. Okay, you can write like this: to Kaziranga with our class teacher and 2 more teachers. We all got into our school bus. Our school bus was taking us to Kaziranga, and we were very excited. We packed our tiffins. So this is how you are going to start your story, and this would be completely your imagination. I am not going to say anything. Completely your imagination. I want to see how much imaginative and creative you all are. Now this is exercise number 4. I'm giving you this. You can copy this in the workbook. To johnsen@gmail.com. Okay, the question was that you have to write an email to your cousin. So your cousin name is John. Just imagine, and you have to write about a hobby you pick up during the winter break. Okay, so let us say your cousin is John. John_sen. Did you see this small line here? It means underscore. Okay, we read it as underscore. This means underscore. John_sen @ Do you see the sign here? The sign, it means at rediffmail.com. Okay, then subject. In the subject you will not write anything in B, C, C and CC. Okay, in subject, my new hobby. Then, hi John, I was so sorry to hear that you wouldn't be able to visit during your vacation. That is why I thought I will update you about my holidays over email. I have been watching a lot of cooking shows lately. Cookery shows lately. That means cooking, in which they cook food. Okay, this is because I wanted to pick up a few skills in the kitchen myself. Okay, that means he wants to learn few things in the kitchen. I started with using a few easy ingredients. Ingredients means things like bread, milk and eggs. So these are all ingredients. Suppose if he is planning to make, let us say, French toast, then he is going to need bread, milk and eggs. These are the ingredients for French toast. I made bread pudding with my father's help. So John is making bread pudding with his father's help. Everyone said that it was delicious. That means it was tasty. Next, I want to try making a cake and a main course dish. Main course means, children, when you eat the main lunch or dinner. In lunch or dinner, like we have rice or dal, sabji, that is a main course. Okay, not side dish. Suppose if you have salad, this is a side dish. If you have sweets, that is a dessert. Okay, but main course is something which will fill your stomach properly. I will share the recipe for the bread pudding with you when we meet. Recipe means how to make the bread pudding. Okay, do let me know what your hobbies are. Okay, so this is a very nice email written by Arsha to cousin John. So you can copy this in your workbook, and your homework would be story writing. I would want all of you to please write your homework and send it to me by Tuesday. Okay, by Monday. Now let us try some tongue twisters. Do you know, children, what is a tongue twister? Tongue twister, it is a very good way of practicing pronunciation and fluency. Okay, you have to, it is a practice. It is a very good way to practice pronunciation and fluency. It helps us to clear our pronunciation. It helps us to pronounce any word clearly, and it helps us to increase our fluency. Okay, and these are some difficult sentences. Okay, and you have to repeatedly you have to repeat this sentence, and that is how it becomes a tongue twisters. It is called tongue twisters because it is difficult to pronounce frequently. That means repeatedly. Let us try this. A tiny, now children, you have this tongue twister on page number 24 of English book. Okay, lesson number 4, 3 questions. You have these 3 tongue twisters. Let us try this. A tiny tiger thinks tough thoughts. See, even I was also a little slow. Let me try again. A tiny tiger thinks tough thoughts. A tiny tiger thinks tough thoughts. Okay, so this is how you keep on repeating. If 2 witches were watching 2 watches, which witch would watch which watch? If 2 witches were watching 2 watches, which witch would watch which watch? The third one is, each Easter Eddie eats 80 eggs. Each Easter Eddie eats 80 eggs. So this is one fun activity. Tongue twister is also a fun activity. It is a word game. Tongue twisters are also a word game, so you can play these word games with your brothers or sisters or parents at home. Alright, so children, this would be the end of this video. Next, I'm going to share the audio recording of the lesson 3 questions. Okay, I would request all of you to please read the lesson after I finish. Thank you.